There is always an assumption that one of the roots of corruption in our country is that MPs spend so much money to get elected that they have to recover it somehow, so they become corrupt. I don't think this is really the case. I personally know quite a few members of parliament who don't spend that much and still win. Some are just officials of parties, so they give themselves the tickets. Others are well-known school teachers or head teachers who people believe will improve education standards for their children. Some are former agricultural officers who within government have helped people make more money out of their farms. So there are so many ways to get elected. Spending a lot of money is only one of them. And I think it's a mistake that there is such a focus on let's limit expenditure. To me, that's not fundamental. Elections are driven by narratives, not by money. It would require a certain amount of invasion of privacy, like the IEBC or whoever is in charge would have to be allowed to check bank accounts. Who withdraws money, how much money, over what period of time, and also I suppose they'd have to involve people like the chiefs and sub-chiefs in rural areas or other people in cities who might have similar roles to find out who's spending a lot of money, roughly how much, over what period of time, and so on. I'm not sure it will be that easy because from what I know, most MPs don't spend the money themselves. They have key people. Like if I was running for MP, I would have candidates for MCA who are my supporters. So it's them I'd give the money and they would go and distribute it. You would never prove that I'm the one who spent that money. Then a lot of it is done in cash. You don't go into a village and start writing checks which can be traced back to you. It's all cash. It's distributed in the private homes of supporters. Some of it is not given as cash. They buy maize meal, they buy salt, they buy sugar. So there are all sorts of little things which people spend money on. And who will tell that this money was actually given in order to influence voters? Is that you do not need to have money. You would be able to run without spending money. Your family wouldn't suffer. You would have, if you lose, you haven't spent a lot of money. If you win, you're not in debt. You don't have to run and look for money to repay the debts which you went into. So that would be a major factor. But even then, I ask myself, thinking of the average rural area, you have to travel to ask for these votes. People come from long distance to listen to you. They expect so-called bus fare. They expect to drink a soda. They expect a loaf of bread. You'd still have to spend money. Doesn't matter what you did. So what I'm getting at is it may not affect politics that fundamentally, but it would certainly encourage ordinary men and women to run. Because at the moment, ask any MP and they'll tell you, if you don't have 5 million, don't even try. And if you're serious, you better have 10 million. And that's for MP. For all we know, maybe that's what you need to be an MCA now, the member of the county assembly. So really, the large sums involved discourage very many people. And I know for a fact that in many cases where men wanted to run, their wives told them, please don't. Our children are still in school. If you lose all that money gone, how will we educate them? Very few wives want their husbands to run for public office. Unless they're already there, enjoying the fruits. Then they say, make sure you don't lose next time.